Rule 742, scene introducing the recipe, take 27,017.2.
Hello and welcome to Cooking Corner with me, Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. Today for you, I'm going to be showing you how to make cheesy bacon twists. Now in terms of ingredients, you're only going to need three things. You're going to need some grated parm, you're going to need a couple strips of bacon, and you're going to need thawed out puff pastry sheets. It's important that you leave these out to thaw before you use them. If they crack or break, you're not going to be able to use them. Now, in terms of hardware, you're going to need the following. You're going to need a large sharp knife or a pizza cutter. You're going to need a rolling pin. You're going to need a measuring cup and some parchment paper. You're going to need 1 or 2 baking sheets, and you're going to need a large cutting board or clean surface. Alright folks, now which of these two options is going to be step number 1? Is it going to be option A, water your plants, or option B, wash your hands? That's right folks, it's going to be option B, wash your hands. So go ahead, turn your water on, stick your mitts underneath, get them nice and moist. Once your hands are nice and wet, add some soap, 2 squirts is my preference. Rub them all around, get in between the fingers, get on the back of the knuckles, get under the fingernails. Stick them back under the water and wash all that soap off. Once you convince your hands are nice and clean, you can turn the water off, flick your fingers out, grab a towel, dry your hands, and we're ready to cook. Now right after you wash your hands, this is the prime opportunity to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Moving on to step number 2, and step number 2 is going to be spread out your first layer of cheese. Now, what do I mean by that? You're going to take a 1/4 cup of grated parm and spread it out in a square on your cutting board. I'll show you now what I mean. So go ahead, get a 1/4 cup of parm, and sprinkle it onto your cutting board. Now you're going to want to spread that out until it's a rectangle or square. Once you've got your cheese layer out, you're ready for step number 3. Step number 3 is going to be roll out your dough over the cheese. So, grab one of your thawed puff pastry doughs, unfold it, and press it onto the square of cheese. Once your dough is on top of your cheese, you want to press it in a little bit, and then grab your rolling pin and stretch out your dough just a little bit, maybe 1 inch in every direction. Once your dough is stretched out, you're going to take your large knife and cut it into equal sized strips. I recommend about 1 inch strips. Depending on your dough and your cutting, you should get somewhere between 8 and 12 equal sized slices. Once you've got your strips cut, you can go ahead and move on to the next step. And step number 4 is going to be add your second layer of cheese and your bacon. So go ahead and get another 1/4 cup of cheese and sprinkle that over your dough. Then you can use your rolling pin to press the cheese into the dough lightly. Once your second cheese layer is down, you can take 1 strip of bacon and lay it across each strip of dough. Like so. Moving on to step number 5. And step number 5 is going to be twist. So what you're going to do is grab your bacon and your dough in your fingers like so. And then you're just going to twist. Twist it a few times, just like that. And then you'll press it onto your parchment paper lined baking sheet. Once your twists are on your baking sheet, you can pick up your cutting board and scrape any excess parm over the top of them. And finally, you're going to add another 1/4 cup of parm over the top of your twists. Once your twists are all prepared, you're ready for the next step. Step number 6 is going to be bake your twists. So you're going to take your tray of twists and stick them in the 425-degree oven for 12 to 15 minutes or until they're golden brown. Alright, so our twists have been in the oven for about 15 minutes. Let's have a little peek and see if they're done. Ooh! Well, these are looking delicious. So, you can close your oven, turn it off, and put these on the counter to cool. Once your twists have had the chance to cool down, you can move on to the final step. The final step is going to be plating. So go ahead and grab yourself a long, flat spatula and scoop all your twists onto a plate. And just like that, you're ready to enjoy. Now it's time for a little taste test. So go ahead and grab one of your twists and take a big old bite of it. Mmm. That was delicious! That concludes this week's episode of Cooking Corner with me, Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. I hope you enjoy these little twists, because I certainly know I did. If you like this recipe, leave a like below so I know I did a good job. If you want to see something on the channel, leave it in the comments and I'll try to make it for you. If you like videos like this, subscribe to my channel. I'm putting out new content all the time. Enjoy those twists and bye-bye now.
Roll 742, scene introducing the recipe, take 27,015.2.
Goodbye! Fuck! What part of the after that? What did I say? What did I say about that? Damn it, Sophia. Goodbye! Goodbye! You have to be really expected to be. That's what I pay you for.
Roll 742, scene introducing the recipe, take 27,016.2.
I'm going to reshoot that just because you messed up the number.
I got that.